From NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Spear. The impeachment proceedings for California Governor Willie Stark begin tomorrow. Governor Stark is on trial for blackmail and bribery regarding the Brian White Tax Bureau scandal. The accusation is led by the new opposition coalition, led by Judge Irwin, an outspoken critic of the governor's administration. Governor Willie Stark has gained attention lately as an amazing yet controversial phenomenon on the American political scene. The state is filled with Stark's projects intended to bring better living conditions and social equality, that is, according to his campaign. Willie Stark said he has never forgotten the source of his power, the people who supported him. But while many say Willie Stark is a man of honesty and destiny, others claim he is a man of evil. A man who cares neither for the people nor the state, but only for his own personal power and ambition. Meanwhile, he is here, and from the looks of things, he is here to stay. Willie Stark. Honest? I'll be damned. Sure as hell not now. Maybe back in the past. Oh, those lost days. Willie's first days of politics.
You get us beers all around, Slade.
No, I won't take it. Thank you kindly though.
What, can't hold your alcohol? What sort of a weak-kneed governor are you gonna shape up to be?
My wife Lucy don't favor drinking, that's a fact.
But your wife don't know her.
I sells beer to them as wants it. I ain't making nobody drink it.
Thank you. I'll have some soda pop though, yes.
I reckon I have.
This is Willie Stark, governor of our state. Of course, he didn't used to be all high and mighty. Started out here, Mason County treasurer. Got a bit of a front page time speaking of a bad schoolhouse bid. When the accident happened, Willie came out on top, painted as an honest man ever since. This here is Tiny Duffy, some politician who thought he could control Willie. Boy, was he wrong. And then there's me, Jack Burden. I never know what I do. At this point, I'm a reporter from the Chronicle, sent out to cover this new rising Willie Stark. To think there was a point where Willie was honest, idealistic, sympathetic with himself, with everyone. And he was happy, or so I would like to think.
Could have been a decent governor. My God, there's not a decent road in this state.
But nobody gave a damn. See, Willie was a goat. A man named Harrison was running for governor. He needed someone to split the vote. A dummy who didn't ask questions. They chose Willie. Never had a chance.
So I see you told him about not being governor. What do you mean about not being governor?
Sadie Burke. She's the woman.
Didn't he tell you?
The hell I did. I never tell anybody anything.
Tell me
I
what?
just listen.
You goddamn sap! You've been framed. Oh, they could have paid you to do it, but they didn't have to pay a sap like you. You were so full of yourself, so full of hot air that...
Sadie! That's enough.
And All you wanted was a chance to get up on your hind legs, make
I've had
a
enough.
speech
I'm
in
leaving.
front of the crowd, lead them in the face of...
Seems like things quieted down a bit.
Had to slug him a bit. Talks about Lucy like she was his mammy. I have things to attend to. Watch over things, why don't you? He's got a speech to make later, don't he?
I'll do my best.
I'm thirsty.
You're dehydrated. The result of alcohol taken in excess. You still going to that barbecue for your speech?
I'm
Don't
gonna
be
make
insane,
a
you've already
speech. I'm gonna make a speech.
You're in no condition to make a speech.
Make a speech.
The old folks say a shot of use, a shot of absinthe on a floater of rye, but this will have to do for now. Come on, Willie.
What the hell does he think he's doing? I've never seen him drunk a day in my life.
The longer you don't know, the better.
I have a speech here. It's a speech about what this state needs. But there's no need in telling you what the state needs. You are the state, and you know what you need. No, I'm not going to read you any speech. But I am going to tell you a story. It's a funny story, so get ready to laugh.
What the hell is the bugger up to?
Shut up. Get ready to bust your sides laughing, because it's sure a funny story. It's about a hick. A hick like you, if you please. Yeah, like you. He grew up on the dirt roads and gully washes of a farm. He knew what it was to get up before dawn and get feed and slop milk before breakfast. And then set out before sunup and walk 6 miles to a one-room slab-sided schoolhouse. Oh, this hick knew what it was to be a hick, all right. He figured if he was going to get anything done, he had to do it himself. So he sat up nights, studied books. He studied law because he thought he might be able to change things some for himself and for folks like him. Well, I'm not lying to you. He didn't start off thinking about the hicks and all the wonderful things he was going to do for them. No. No, he started off thinking of number one. But something came to him on the way. How he could do nothing for himself without the help of the people. That's what came to him. And it also came to him with the powerful force of God's own lightning back in his home country when a schoolhouse collapsed before it was built of politics. Rotten brick. It killed and mangled a dozen kids. Oh, but you know that story. The people were his friends because he fought that rotten brick. And so did the politicians down in the city. They knew that. So they rode up to his house in a big, fine, shiny car and said as how they wanted him to run for governor.
Sadie, do you think he's going to...
Shut up! So they told that hick. He swallowed it. He looked in his heart and he thought in all humility how he'd like to try and change things. He was just a country boy who thought that even the plainest, poorest man can be governor if his fellow citizens find he's got the stuff for the job. Well, those fellows in the striped pants, they saw the hick, and they took him in. And there he is! There's your Judas Iscariot.
Hey now.
Lick spittle, nose wiper. Double bourbon.
Same here.
And a beer. Hey, I heard you got fired from the paper.
You heard Juan, Willie. I quit.
You know what? You're smart. Because before I go through with that mob, they're not going to have enough money left to pay the boy that cleans the spittoons.
How do you feel, Willie?
I feel fine. Fine. You see, Jack, I learned something from losing.
Yeah? What?
How to win.
I will well and faithfully
I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge all duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations, our new governor, Willie Stark.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I got a song that I sing, I can make
And
the
when he
rain
did,
go.
Willie won the next election, but spent a lot of money doing it. An awful lot of money. I was beginning to wonder where he got it from. There were rumors throughout the state that Willie was making deals with all kinds of people. Strange deals for Willie Stark.
Jack, it's nice to see you. Oh, what a pleasant surprise, Mr. Stark. What business do you have with me?
This is Adam Stanton, childhood friend turned fine surgeon. He has this world in his head where everything's run by high-minded, handsome men. So Willie wasn't such a fine sight to him.
Look here. You're a good doctor. Or so they tell me. I'm gonna build me the goddamnest, biggest, contraplatist, formaldehyde, stinkest free hospital and health center. The all-father ever let live. And I want you to be the director.
I'm not taking it. Certainly not from the likes of you. And no amount of money is going to change that fact.
What's wrong with being the director of the new medical center?
It's not the center.
Let me talk to him, Willie.
See yourself.
Adam, you're the best man for the job. It has to be done. The hospital.
At what price?
Well, you can't make omelets without breaking any eggs, and
Oh, Ann Stanton. In the midst of all this, she's there, waiting for me. I remember we used to play tennis and swim together in the summer, along with her brother Adam. When Ann was 17, well, that's another story.
Oh, that man. That dirty, cheating son of a... I see what Willie sees now. Girl like that could be governor's wife.
what do you mean?
President's even.
What do you mean?
He ditched Lucy. He ditched me. He's gonna ditch you too now.
What do you mean? No. Ann? Yes.
Ann Stanton. Or should I say, the next Mrs. Stark.
I didn't know what to do. I couldn't accept the truth. So I got in my car and drove off. Didn't turn around for 4 days.
Jack, it's been a long time. Where have you been?
I've been away.
A lot has happened while you were away. I want you to start a new page in that black book of yours. Under the name of Judge Montague Irwin.
You're crazy.
He resigned over Pillsbury's graft. There's no telling what he'll do next.
What if I won't do it?
You know some of this is rubbed off on you.
I tell you, there's nothing on the judge.
Jack, there's something on everybody. Man is conceived in sin and born in corruption.
It's a waste of time.
What's the matter, Jack? Are you afraid?
Will I find anything, Judge? Takes a long time to go through old courthouse records and musty deeds, but it wasn't too hard for me. I was well trained in this kind of research. I found what I didn't want to find. But it had to be done, and everything led back to Burden's Landing, back to the judge.
Jack! It's damn good to see you. Didn't expect you at the landing tonight.
Just arrived?
Just tonight.
I see. A drink?
Not tonight.
Well, I'm not gonna drink by myself. I'll take my stimulation out of your conversation. So, what's on your mind?
Judge, you know who I work for.
I know. I can't say I approve of that Stark. I was for him at one point. He started breaking down window panes, letting in fresh air. Then I started worrying he'd blow the whole house down.
But Judge, I beg of you, as a favor to yourself, to me, call up, release your votes.
I made a mistake when I resigned, Jack. I've already made my choice. There's nothing more for me to lose.
Judge, do you remember a man by the name of Little Paw?
Can't say I do.
The American Electric Power Company?
Well, of course. I was their lawyer for 10 years.
Do you remember how you got that job?
My God. I've forgotten.
So it is true then.
I had almost forgotten. Almost as if a different man had committed these actions. I can hardly believe I did this.
Neither can I, Judge.
Thank you for that much, at least. However, yes, I did this. Yet these files would never hold up in a court of law.
Not a court of law, but the people will certainly be satisfied enough to be convinced of your tarnished reputation.
Have you told Willie Stark yet?
No. And if you release your votes, I won't have to. You know what Stark is capable of. What are you going to do, shoot me?
No. No weapons. I would only have to tell you one thing.
And what is that?
I won't say.
Well, I'll be back tomorrow to hear your answer.
Don't bother. There's no point in coming back tomorrow.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Hello? It's for you. Hello? What? Huh? No.
Nailed by the second. Completely knocked out. Never got up.
But then will he regain? My boy, he's had it rough lately. He is pretty tough.
Not this stuff.
Boss. Boss?
He's conscious and paralyzed. His extremities are quite limp. The reflexes are quite gone. If you pick up his hand, it's like jelly. The x-ray we took, fractured skull plate and a broken neck.
Has he got a chance?
He'll live.
Just live?
He's got a chance to be alright. There are two lines of action possible. One conservative, the other radical. The conservative one would be a heavy test. The radical, well, the x-ray cannot show the condition of the soft tissue. Therefore, we cannot know at this moment the condition of the spinal cord itself. We can learn that only by surgical action. If upon operating, we discover that the cord is crushed, the patient will remain paralyzed for the rest of his life. If not, by performing a laminectomy, we might restore almost all function. Of course, we should not expect too much. But I must emphasize one consideration. This operation is very near the brain. It may be fatal. And I want you to know that this is radical. That is outside chance. It is the gambler's chance.
Do it.
Come in.
Jack, you've got to find them.
Find
You've got
who?
to find them.
Find
tell
who?
them. They said it was all because of
Who said?
Adam. It's Adam. He came and said it was all because of me, because of what I did.
Stop that!
He said he was made director because of me, because of what I had done. That's what he said. Oh, Jack, he said it. He said he would be made pay Penn to his sister's horror. He said that. Jack, to me, Jack. And I tried to tell him how it was. And he pushed me and I fell down on the floor and he ran out. And you've got to find him, Jack. You've got to.
Stop that! Pull yourself together.
Oh, Jack, you don't understand. There had been a telephone call to Adam. How someone, a man, had called and told him about me, and
About you and Governor Stark.
it was awful. It was awful.
Stop that! Go ahead.
He told him about me, and then how that was the only reason he was ever made director. And how now, because Adam had paralyzed his son with a bad operation, the governor was going to dismiss him as director. And how he was going to get rid of me, throw me out because of what Adam did to his son. And Adam heard him and ran right over here because he believed it. He believed it about me.
Well, that part about you is true, isn't it?
You've got to find him, Jack. You've got to find him and tell him, Jack.
Tell him what?
Tell him it wasn't like that. You got to tell him that. You know why I did everything I did. You know what happened. Oh, Jack. It wasn't like that, you know. Tell me, Jack. I wasn't horrible, was I?
No. You weren't horrible.
But it's all happened to me. And he's gone.
Well, I'll find him.
No. Stark. He called me earlier. He said he's going to his wife.
Well, I'll be damned. I'll find Adam.
Get him. He's all I've got now.
Adam. Adam. Hello, is Dr. Stanton there? I see. Well, if he comes in, tell him to call me at the earliest possible moment. Thank you. Hello, Dr. Stanton. Oh, Willie. Willie, no, I'm not interested in you anymore. Okay, I'll be there.
But sir, this fiscal policy.
No. This is my town. I'm in charge. These are my rules. Hey, Jack. Hey, let's go outside. I need to talk to you about something.
Okay. Adam!
I need a doctor.
I wanted to see you, Jack.
I wanted to see you too, boss.
Why did you do it? I never did anything to him.
No, you never did.
It might have been all different, Jack. You gotta believe that. And it might have been even more different. If it hadn't happened, it might have been different. Even yet.